Today we'll be continuing the How to Make a Geometry Dash game in GDevelop series, and this is the second video in the series. So if you've not seen the first one, then I recommend checking that out first, since it shows you how to make the basics of the game. This is my second take of this video. I filmed the entire thing and the audio wasn't recorded for some reason, so I'm pretty sure I deleted all the stuff that I've added in this video so I can retake it. So sorry if there's something that is already added that you don't have. So the first thing we need to do is add end collision for when you get to the end of the level, and it'll show your stats for like coins you've gotten, and you can replay the level. So we'll add a new sprite. I'm just gonna name this end collision, and you can make this whatever you want. I'm just gonna make it red because you'll be hiding this anyways. Then just drag this into your scene, and we'll go to our events. Now you can just duplicate the cube portal code and move down to the bottom, and we'll change the collision to end collision, and then just delete everything out of here. Now we need to create an object, and we're going to create our death particles, so we can just take it from up here. We'll create our death particles, and then we need to delete the player. So we'll delete the object, delete the player. Then we need to wait 1 second. And before we move on, we need to add the end UI. So we'll go back to our viewport and we'll show layers and add a layer, and this will be our UI layer. So I'm gonna just name it Win UI, and all of our UI will be on that. And make sure your UI is inside this so you can see it. So I'm just gonna make a simple UI. I'll add a sprite for the background. Just make this black. Drag this in. Transparency set to 70. And now we need to add a text. So the first thing we'll do is add a text for the coin counter. So I'm going to do coin collected text. And then it doesn't matter what you put in here. I'm just going to put coins collected so that I have a visual representation of what it'll look like. And I'll change the size, maybe 50. Pick my font, change the color to white, and that should be good. So we'll make sure to set all these to Win UI, or your UI layer. And now if we go to the events, we can make the coins show up on the text. So we'll just copy and paste our death counters and change this to coins collected, and then add quotations, and in the quotations is what the text will say. So I want coins collected, and then we'll do plus, and since we're using a global variable for our coins collected, we'll do global variable string, and then brackets with our variable inside. I don't remember what mine's called. Oh, first level coin. And then I want it to show out of how many coins, so I'll add another plus, and then inside we'll add out of 3, or however many coins you have. So now if we play this and we collect a coin, it'll update to how many coins we have. Alright, now we need to make a restart button. So I'll add new text. I'll just name this restart text. Make this bigger. Right in there. Change the color. Add the font. And set this to the UI layer. Alright. Now we need to go back to our events. And where we collision with end collision, we need to show the layer. Win UI. And we'll go back to our viewport and just click the little hide layer next to the Win UI so it hides it. Now back in our events, we need to make it so that you can actually restart the level by clicking restart. So we need to add new event, add condition, and we'll do cursor is on an object, and we'll do the restart text. Then we need a layer. The layer is visible, the Win UI. So you can only click this button if the layer is visible. And then we'll make a new event, make it a sub event by dragging it under. And then we need the condition to be, what is it? Mouse button down. Mouse button press or touch held. And then left. And then we need to add trigger once. And we will change the scene to our level. And now to make this look a little better, we can make a new event and then just copy this and put it down here and then invert it. And then we'll add an action to when the cursor is on an object, and we'll do color, and we'll change the color of the text. And then I find that 140 colon 153 colon 141 is decent color for white text. And then you can just copy and paste this and put it down here and then change it to a white or whatever your font is originally colored. So now if we preview this, we can collect coins, get to the end of the level, and then it shows up with how many coins we got, and we can restart the level. Now, one final thing we can do is add some effects at the end of the level. So I'm just going to make it look a little better. Put that there. And then we can add a new object. We'll add a 2D particle emitter. I will use sparks. I'm just going to rename this to end particles. And then just make whatever you want here. Make sure this is -1 though. I'm going to make these smaller. Make this maybe 10 and 30. And make these slower too, like 100 and 300. Like the rest of this seems decent. And we'll just drag these into the scene and rotate them so that they're facing the right direction. And just duplicate them up here. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We'll go back to our events. And we don't want them running the entire game because I don't know if it'll really affect performance, but just in case it does, we'll go search up distance and distance between two objects. And then we need the distance between the player and end collision is less than 500. Then we want to start the emission of end particles. And the last thing we need to do is go back up to our at beginning of scene and add hide. And we'll hide the end collision. And we need to add one more thing, which is stop the emission of end particles. So if we preview this, get to the end of the level, we have some nice particles. You could add more of them to make it look better, but I think that's good for now. In the series, we'll be showing you how to add menus and level select screen so that your game's almost complete. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, then leave a comment telling me what you'd like me to add to the series next. And a new video, if there is one in the series, should be popping up on your screen now.